You're out of my life, I'm so much better. Thought that I'd be weak without you, but I'm stronger. Thought that I'd be broke without you, but I'm richer. Thought that I'd be sad without you, I laugh harder. Thought I wouldn't grow without you, now I'm wiser. I'd be helpless without you, but I'm smarter. Thought that I'd be stressed without you, but I'm chilling. Thought I wouldn't sell without you, sold my million. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Thought I couldn't breathe without you, I'm in heaven. Thought I couldn't see without you, perfect vision. Thought I couldn't last without you, but I'm lasting. Thought that I would die without you, but I'm living. Thought that I would fail without you, but I'm on time. Should be over now, but it won't stop. Thought that I would self-destruct, but I'm still here. Even in my years to come, I'm gonna be here. I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. Wishing you the best, pray that you are blessed. Much success, no stress, and lots of happiness. Not gonna blast you on the radio, not gonna lie to your family, no. Not gonna hate you in the magazines, not gonna compromise, not gonna diss you on the internet. My mama taught me better than that. I'm better than that. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor, I'm not gonna give up, I'm not gonna stop, I'm gonna work harder. I'm a survivor, I'm gonna make it, I will survive, keep on surviving. I'm a survivor. After all of the darkness and sadness, some comes happiness. If I'm surrounded by positive things, I can't rise from the survivor. I'm a survivor, I'm a survivor. Some things never seem to change, and every day I stay the same. Moonlight swelling through the trees, it never seems to wane. Sometimes I feel like I'm a silhouette, like my imitation leads me towards regret. Sometimes I wish that we had never met. I'm faking every step, stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb.
Disconnected, out of mind, I'm unaffected by the times. Misdirect me on a dime, break me with something slight.
Born in a compromise, raised on white lies.
They say the road to hell is paved with gold.
At 25 I feel content with caution, dodging my halo, dodging my halo, dodging my halo.
You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. You're stealing all the breath out of my lungs. Got me in the dark speaking in tongues. Tell me, when did this stop being fun? We're undone and uncomfortably numb. Uncomfortably numb.
I know she said it's alright, but you gon' make it up next time. I know she knows it's not right. There ain't no use in lying. Maybe she thinks I know something. Maybe she thinks it's fine. Or maybe she knows something I don't. I'm so tired. I'm so tired of trying. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. I know she loves the sunrise, no longer sees it with her sleeping eyes. And I know that when she said she's gonna try, well, it might not work because of other ties. And I know she usually has some other ties. And I wouldn't wanna break them, I wouldn't wanna break them. Maybe she'll help me to untie this, but until then, well, I'm gonna have to lie to her. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. And oftentimes we're lazy. It seems to stand in my way. 'Cause no one, no, not no one likes to be let down. It seems to me that maybe it pretty much always means no. So don't tell me, you might just let it go. Harder that you try, baby, the further you'll fall. Even with all the money in the whole wide world. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me. Please, please, please don't pass me by. Everything you know about me now, baby, you're gonna have to change. You're gonna call it by a brand new name. Ooh. Please, please, please don't drag me. Please, please, please.
something like a bird within her saying, all I know she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain. When you hear that same sweet song again, will you know why? Anyone who sings a tune so sweet is passing by. Laugh in the sunshine, sing, cry in the dark, fly through the night. Don't cry now. Don't you cry. Don't you cry anymore. La 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 la. Sleep in the stars. Don't you cry. Dry your eyes on the wind. La 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 la. All I know is something like a bird within her sang. All I know she sang a little while and then flew on. Tell me all that you know, I'll show you snow and rain.
It's time for Lincoln Potters Baseball. Now let's potter up to the booth.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to McBean Stadium in lovely Lincoln, California for another very hot, exciting Lincoln Potters baseball. My name is Mark the Phantom Lowe. I'm here with Riley the Engineer to bring you the rubber game of a three-game series between your Potters and the California Tigers. Lincoln took Game 1 on Friday night 11-9, but the Tigers came back strong in Game 2, scoring 6 times in the first inning on the way to evening the series with a 10-3 win last night. A win in Game 3 tonight not only gives the Potters the series, but will hopefully provide a springboard into next week's PEL Showdown Series with Healdsburg and at Medford. Manager Tyler Robertson sending Gerald Hansen to the mound in search of that elusive third win in this series. Here's the Tigers batting lineup that Gerald will face. McGee, Hansen, and Andrews. Joe McGee's 2 hits in each of the first 2 games. Rudy Rodriguez batting fourth. Stafford, the DH, Leffel at second. Then Mullen, Kersey, and Christian Smith rounds it out. Josh Painter is on the mound, the right-hander from Cosumnes River College. On the mound for the Potters is Gerald Hansen, making his third start, 8 innings pitched, 12 hits, just 3 runs. He is 0-1 in the season with an ERA of 3.38. Gerald is out of Roseville, California, and according to this, Cal State Northridge. But before we get started, 2 nights in a row, Riley the Engineer. Last night it was Kristen Brown from The Voice Season 24, and tonight it was Lizzie. I don't know exactly what the last name was, but Lizzie killed. I don't know, she might have been season 28 or 29, but they are killing it. That's a good weekend of national anthems right there with Kristen Brown and Lizzie, which sounds like a pretty good group right there too. I'll go see Kristen Brown and Lizzie up at Toyota Amphitheater over at the venue. I'll go over there and see them because they were killing it. Anyway, let's move on. McGee will start us off 4 for 9 on the series out of St. Mary's College. 3 runs and 3 runs batted in for Joe McGee, so he has been a nuisance. As we said, the Tigers came out last night after losing Game 1, and they went for 6 runs in the top of the first against Isaiah Williams. A couple of hits, a couple of errors, and a couple of wild pitches, and that snowballed into a 6-0 lead. Potters came back with 3 in the bottom of the first. That's all they got all night long. It went zeros all the way to the 7th when California put up 4 in the top of the inning. Oh, we're starting it off with the dog batter today. What is Willie? Oh, that's right. It's only a 7-inning affair today as it was last night. Willie says Joe McGee's 4 for 9, 3 runs, 3 RBIs, but he struck out as well, so I'm going to make him the dog batter. Let's get people half-price beer right off the top. It's Sunday out here. Why not? Let's get going. Hansen's first pitch is fouled off and went 1/3 of the way there. This is a Slice Sunday, so it's you can get a slice beer, a slice of pizza, and chips for $9. That's a real good deal. I mean, I would wait and see if this guy strikes out before I went and got one because you might be getting half price off Dueling Dogs. But I would definitely wait and see. Last night, Cam Stanton, the left-hander out of Auburn, struck out a guy in the 5th for Farmers, and they struck out a guy in the 6th for Dueling Dogs. That's lined into left field. Warner out there makes the catch for the out. Peyton Warner doing a good job with that line drive. And let's take a look at that Potters defensive alignment, changing right up until game time and making Riley the Engineer very upset. Parker Warner in left, Cole Eaton out in center field, Tyler Entwine in right. Freethy, Parker, Gargett, and Chamiso around the infield. Cole Chamberlain behind the plate, and Gerald Hansen is on the mound. And here's Jason Hansen out of UC Davis. Played only in game 2, and he is 1 for 4. The umpires over there going, there's 311 people out of that dugout. Can we make it like 265 maybe? Potters get caught. They're a very big caution team. Dugout cautions. They're leading the league in dugout cautions. So here's Hansen, 1 for 4 yesterday. Takes that one in there for a strike. 0-1. That one is in there for a strike again. 0-2. I like the umpire strike call already. Very emphatic. Got a little karate yell. Hey! 0-2. Swing and a miss. There's your dueling dog batter right there, Willie. Nice job. Oh, man. Strikeout of Hansen for the second out in the top of the first, and we move on to Drew Andrews out of William Jessup University. Drew out in center field today. 1 for 4 in the series. He has scored 2 runs. Had a single last night, was hit by a pitch. Scored both times, one in the first and one in the seventh. He takes that one down low for a ball. Cole Chamberlain behind the plate for the Potters in this one. As Riley's unofficial game time temperature was 108, was it? 109. Okay, so basically with the deal that's on the corner for a strike, with the deal the Potters put in place last night and tonight, a journal admission ticket, usually $8, was minus $1. So you would just go up and give me a ticket and give me $1 back. Outside. I don't think that would have worked, but I would have tried it. Numerically, mathematically, it was the way it was. But basically, it's free general admission. You come in. You got a slice deal for $9. You're already way ahead of the game. If you don't want to go that way, you've got Javi down there. There's a chopper down the third base picked up by Freethy. He guns it across the diamond and gets him by a half step at first base. Good inning for Gerald Hansen to start us off. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Tigers nothing. Potters coming to bat.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Bottom of the first inning, Potters will send up Chamiso, Warner, and Freethy. In fact, let's take a look, if we can, Ryan, the engineer, at that Potter lineup. Chamiso, Warner, Freethy. As I just said, Antwine in the 4 spot, then Parker, Gargett, Eaton, Lindbergh, DH, and Cole Chamberlain in the number 9 spot. On the mound is Gerald Hansen, and here's Zach Chamiso. 292 on the season for the Fighting Zebra. And now the umpire has to look over in the Potters dugout again. He might be objecting to Willie's song choices. I don't know. Sounds reasonable to me. Chamiso, 292, had a base hit last night. Came on late in that game. Piper the Peacock in the house. Zach lines it down the right field line, but he pulled it a little bit too much. And it is 0-1. Riley, the engineer, took one look at Piper and said he's moving kind of slow today. And that's, I mean, he just got on the field, Riley. I mean, give the kid a break. He maybe did look like he put away 2 dinners last night. That's popped up left side. Going back is Mullen in foul territory. He'll make the catch for the first out. So Chamiso pops out to third. That'll bring up Parker Warner. We'll take a look defensively at the California Tigers. Smith in left, Andrews in center, McGee in right. It's Mullen, it's Rodriguez, it's Leffel, and Hansen around the inner garden. Tyler Kersey behind the plate, and Josh Painter out of Cosumnes River College out on the mound. Here's Parker Warner, who was inserted into the lineup late. That was going to be a Peyton Brennan spot, but Parker and Tyler Antwine were put in the lineup about 20 minutes before game time. Warner takes it outside. Parker out of Livermore, California, headed to Stanford University. Outside again, batting the number 2 spot, made a nice play on the line drive in the top of the first. That's a very difficult play to make this time of night with the sun out in that left field area. Also hitting shortstop a little bit. Third base looks to be a little bit better. That one is down low, so it's 3-0 on Parker. J.R. Freethy on deck, batting in the number 3 spot today, the third baseman from Rockland. 3-0 pitch is ball 4. So Warner will go down to first base runner of the ball game. And here is J.R. Freethy, who's hitting .333 with a home run and 8 runs batted in. Comes out of Rockland, California, and University of Nevada up in Reno. Warner, decent lead at first base. JR takes inside. Painter in the low 80s with the fastball so far in this one. Throw over to first base, and Warner is back easily. Potter's off tomorrow, then Healdsburg comes to town on Tuesday. The Prune Packers with another win today. They are 16-2 in conference play already. 3-game series coming up with the Potters. That'll be a Potters home game, Potters away game, Potters home game. So Tuesday and Thursday, go to LincolnPotters.com for tickets and information. You want to come out and see that rivalry outside. The Prune Packers are back in town. Then the Potters are on the road next weekend up to Oregon to take on the Medford Rogues for 3. Rogues beaten today by Humboldt. The Crabs with a big win. That one is in there for a strike. Crabs started out kind of slow in league, but they are now 6-9 on the season. They had the first 6 games against 3 against the Potters and 3 against the Prune Packers on the road. So that's a tough start to the season, but they're 6-9 now. Freethy takes high for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike on J.R. Freethy. Tyler Antwine, the right fielder, to follow in the cleanup spot. That's hit out towards center field. Moving over is Andrews. He's got a beat on it. He'll make the catch. And going back to first base is Parker Warner. So 2 outs here in the first, and here is Tyler Antwine. Out of Somas, California, headed to Fresno State. Tyler at 125, 3 runs batted in. He looks down at the third base coach. I'm going to assume it's Tyler Malone. I'm probably told it's wrong. And Mike Levinier over at first. Outside, we've seen people ranging from Stones McCoy to Logan Bell to who knows, coaching bases for the Potters already this year. 1-0. Tyler takes a strike, 1-1. Cade Parker batting 5th for the Potters tonight. He is on deck. If Tyler can keep things going here with Warner at first and 2 outs. That is in there again, 1-2. Painter from Cosumnes River College in the Big 8 Conference, which has 9 teams, of course, as nothing is what it seems in America anymore. One, 2, watches it outside, 2-2. Warner a little bit bigger lead over there, the 2-2 on the way. There he goes. So we're going to hit high in the air to right field and out of play. So Warner's going to have to return to first base. A reminder again, get online, LincolnPotters.com, and get tickets when the Prune Packers come to town next Tuesday and next Thursday. Both games right now are scheduled for a 6:35 first pitch. That may change, especially I think Thursday. It's supposed to be another warm one, but check LincolnPotters.com for all the information and for tickets. 2-2 coming up. It's a chopper foul over by the dugout of the Tigers. Good crowd out here tonight on a very warm Sunday evening. Coming out to check out some Potters baseball. And, of course, probably a slice of pizza, sliced beer, and some chips for just $9. Runner goes and pitches on the outside corner, called strike 3. First strikeout for Painter. We go to the second inning. Tigers nothing, Potters nothing.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of the second inning from McBean Stadium. A little warm, but everybody seems to be having a nice time. There's a lot of pizza being sold. There's also a lot of tacos being sold. And, yeah, of course, Fat Cat Bill's doing a great job with the brats and the dogs. And there are many people whose it looks like they're a tradition now as Hanson delivers the first pitch of the inning and is fouled off to Rudy Rodriguez. The tradition now is just to come into the park and head straight for Fat Cat. You come in the gate, take a left, and there it is at the far side. And get yourself the best brats in town. And then if you don't want to do that, just go down the aisle, and there's mi ranchito with Javi ready. I don't know if he'll do the dollar tacos all the time like he did last night because he had a line that stretched all around the field. I told him today, I said, hey, I'm no marketing genius, but this seemed like a pretty good idea. He was not listening to what I was putting down. Chopper out toward shortstop, big hop for Parker. Cade across the diamond to first and gets Rodriguez for the first out. So 4 up, 4 down for the Tigers so far, and that'll bring up Sean Stafford, the designated hitter out of Folsom Lake College. Right-handed hitter. 0 for 2 in the series so far, Sean Stafford. Check swing, and it's down low, so it's 1-0 on Stafford. He's followed by Nate Leffold, the second baseman. That's sliced down the right field line. So I'll say sliced a lot here, Riley, because subliminally that's because there's a sliced Sunday, and you get the sliced meal deal. All it doesn't matter to people at home, but perhaps, again, maybe you go to your refrigerator, get a slice of pizza you got left over from last night, get yourself a beer and some chips, and have your own deal outside. We have talked to people that, when there's a beer special here, there's a beer special at home. And I love it. Chopper out toward Parker. Again, he's going to wait on that one. He's going to have to hurry across the diamond, and he does. Beautiful throw by Parker. 2 in a row, 6-3. We got 5 up and 5 down for the Tigers. It brings up Nate Leffold, the second baseman. 0 for 4 In the series so far, he's out of Los Medanos College down in the Bay Area. Left-handed hitter. Parker played that one perfectly. Had a little bit more time with Stafford than he did with Rodriguez, so he held back. First pitch is outside. 1-0. Strong throw across the diamond from the guy from Panama City Beach, Florida, and Georgia Southern University, Cade Parker. Fastball in there for a strike. Hanson at 85 on that one. The left-hander out of Roseville. Looking for his first win of the season. ERA very respectable, 3.38. Ben went in there. He had him flinching on that one. Leffel was flinching, and it came into the strike zone. And since he's a left-handed hitter, the umpire has to look him straight in the eye when he calls that strike with the right hand. See if Gerald tries that again. He does. Swung on miss. So another good inning for Hanson. 1, 2, 3. We go to the bottom of the second. Tigers nothing. Potters nothing.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Hey, Potters fans, want to keep restoring and renovating historic McBean Stadium? Now you can become a member of Friends of McBean. Annual membership start at $50. Get a 4th of July Potters t-shirt and 4 Potters tickets. Become a member now at friendsofmcbean.org.
Bottom of the second inning, Piper losing the mascot race. No surprise there, pulled up lame, but who cares? The story, though, was I think Willie said her name was Sydney. The winner was like a future Olympic athlete. She was at that, the stride working. She was out there. She was finishing fast, and she won the prize, which was a goodie bag. Is that what it is? A mini bag? And Riley, the engineer, says, I want one of those. I'm going to get in the race next time. I said, that would be fantastic. Riley, the engineer, going out and racing against Piper. I think it would just be Riley against Piper. Winner take all. Yeah, absolutely. I'll make that happen. Absolutely. Only if you can get the mini bag or whatever it's called. 1-0. Swinging a miss to Cade. He is hitting .260. 5 home runs to lead the team. 19 runs batted in. 1 for 7 in the series with a run batted in. He is playing at shortstop tonight. That one bounces back to the backstop, so the umpire correctly called it a ball. 2-1. I do believe that dog has its own seat, Riley. T-Mac's dog that we've been talking about. He's here. He's hanging out. sitting in his seat. Now he's got to go. I think he's going to get that slice deal for $9. Popped out of play by Cade. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Got a front row seat to Potter's action. Could be worse, hanging out. Got the old soaked towel around his neck. Getting love from all the fans in the section. 2-2 pitches spanked toward the middle, cut off at shortstop by Rodriguez over to first. It's a good play by Rudy Rodriguez out at shortstop. Getting some range. Parker tried to get it through the middle of the field and couldn't do it. One out, and Nekias Gargett is the hitter. Out of Anderson, Indiana. And the University of Kentucky. Kaius at shortstop most of the time at second base today. He is 4 for 9 on the season. He's 3 for 7 in this series and has an RBI. He has 3 total on the season. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Josh Painter. Shows bunt, bunts at it, but he fouls it off and hopefully didn't get Tyler Kersey behind the plate. As he's sitting there with the hands on the thighs like one of those, oh man. He's going to get up and walk around a little bit. Air things out, I guess, Get ready, fit for duty. Gargett, very respectfully, is going to let him take all the time he wants. And he's ready to step back in 0-1. So he showed the bunt early, then tried to put it down the third baseline and fouled it off. 0-1. Strike 2. There's the winner right there, Riley. And she even walks fast. She was a, oh my gosh. Yep. I'm going to get on her side now and sponsor her. So when she's in the Olympics, I'll get some tickets. It'll be great. Slice foul. I don't know what year that'll probably be. See, we're having Olympics this year, 24. She's maybe 2036. 2032 perhaps. 2036 probably. That might be a stretch for the old Phantom to make it to 2036. But I'll do my best just to see her run. 0-2 on Kaius. Hits it high up in the air, left field out of play. So it stays 0-2. Hit one out toward the grassy knoll area, over the fence there, the new improved grassy knoll area. That's odd. The kid had the ball, threw it over the fence, and then climbed the fence to get the ball back. Kids today, outside. There is an intrinsic value on the ball, is what you're saying, Willie? Absolutely. Plus, yeah, there's a lot of, nostalgic value to it as well, sentimental value. 1-2 on Gargett. Hits it sharply right at Rodriguez at shortstop. He waits for it this time over to first. A little bit high, but pulled down by Hanson over there. So a lot of ground balls to shortstop in this inning on both sides, and it'll bring up Cole Eaton. Cole out of Elkhorn, Nebraska, in the University of Tennessee, batting .269, a home run, 23 runs batted in. 2 for 5 in Friday's game, and he drove in 1. Up here with 2 outs and nobody on in the bottom of the second inning. That's in there for a strike. 0-1. Eaton out in center field, where he is impressive to say the least. Check swing, did he go? I'm asking if he went. I guess not. 1-1. Outfield, straight away, pretty deep in center, medium deep in left. Cole does have a home run this season. Outside. 2-1. Potters with just 3 runs in the game last night. They were all in the first inning. So they've gone 7 innings, 7 2/3 now without scoring. Popped up right side out of play. Will Lindbergh batting 8th, the DH. He is on deck. Cole Chamberlain will be batting 9th for the Potters, the catcher. Inside. Almost hit him. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Cole Eaton. That is ball 4. Second walk issued by Painter. Eden's down at first with 2 outs, and Will Lindbergh will be the hitter. Will 3 for 4 in the series, batting .303 on the season. Got a little bit more playing time recently because first baseman J.T. Walden and Hudson Brown have completed their seasons. And as we said last night, we wish them both absolutely the best next year back at school. They were both great Potters, especially Hudson making his first appearance. J.T. a returning Potter legend. Hudson Brown finishing up at .337 and tremendous defense around the bag at first base. That's why I call him the Swiffer. He picks everything up. Throw over to first base. That's in the dirt. Blocked over there by Hansen. Lindbergh out of Gold River, California, and Cal State Northridge. Left-handed hitter against the right-hander Josh Painter. There goes Eaton. It's a high fastball. The throw to second is going to be just too late. It bounces off, and it goes into center, and there goes Cole. He's going to take it all the way over to third as Andrews comes in and picks it up. So a stolen base and a bad throw. First error of the game for the Tigers, and it puts Eaton 90 feet away, but still 2 outs. Lindbergh with a 1-ball, no-strike count as that pitch was high. Takes that one high, 2-0. Will has 6 runs batted in on the season. No home runs as of yet. Cole Chamberlain to follow. Lindbergh takes a breaking ball inside, 3-0. That's in there for a strike, 3-1. Potters won on Friday 11-9. Last night it was all Tigers, scoring 6 times in the first and winning 10-3. So this one is for the bragging rights for the season, although I think the Tigers come back in 2 weeks from tonight. So there's a 4th game. Lindbergh rips it to right field. Going back is McGee, and that is out of here. Will Lindbergh, his first home run of the season, and the Potters take a 2-0 lead. He's been swinging the good bat lately, as we said, 3 for 4 in the series, .303 on the season, and just turned on that one and rifled it into the right field screen over the Raising Cane sign in that area. So the Potters score the game's first 2 runs, get the game's first hit actually right there, and that'll bring up Cole Chamberlain. And we're going to have a meeting at the mound with the manager of the Tigers. Painter walked Eaton, and then the stolen base and the error put Eaton over at third. Don't know if that took some of his focus away, but Lindbergh turned on that one and just ripped it into right field for the home run. Potters had not scored in 7 innings, but they remedied that with the Lindbergh 2-run home run. Umpire says, okay, it's early in the game. Is he calling for a relief pitcher, it looks like. All right, so we'll take a little break here, Riley. I think we're going to have a pitching change, and when we come back, we'll let you know the identity of the new pitcher because that's basically our job. Bottom of the second, Potters lead by 2.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating.
New pitcher is Colin Houston out of Folsom Lake College. Second appearance, he appeared in Friday night's game 1. He will come on with 2 outs in the second inning. Cole Chamberlain, the catcher, coming up to the plate out of Novato, head of the University of Texas. Painter, 1 2/3 innings, 1 hit, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, 2 walks, and a strikeout. So here's Houston. Chamberlain takes outside and low for a ball, 1-0. 86 on the fastball from the right-hander from Folsom Lake College. Chamberlain thought about it, held up. It's 2-0. Top of the order, Zach Chamiso on deck. Two-0 pitch. Misses outside, 3-0. They had a guy warming up. Houston was standing over there, and they waved him in. The guy warming up now is set down. So Houston's here, 3-0. 3-1 now, as that one is right in there. 87 from Colin Houston. Chopper in the hole, into right field, base hit for Chamberlain. Cole gets his second hit of the season. Second hit for the Potters in the inning, and will bring up Zach Chamiso, who had a line drive foul last time and ended up popping to third base. So Zach is 0 for 1 out of Lincoln High School, 1 for 5 in the series. It's like Charlie Malton, number 9, who's been on the infield the previous 2 games, is warming up for the Tigers in their bullpen. And here's Chamiso. Right back up the middle, center field, base hit. Round in second is Chamberlain. He's going to sit there as Andrews picks it up. So Chamiso delivers the single up the middle. Third hit of the inning for the Potters. And here is Parker Warner, who walked back in the first. Playing out in left field for the Potters. The young man out of Livermore, California, headed to Stanford. 6'1", 185. Steps in against Colin Houston. Chamberlain at second, Chamiso at first. On the corner for a strike. Oh, 1 pitch. High in the air, left center field. Moving over is Andrews. He'll glove it for the third out, but the Potters come up with 2 on the Will Lindbergh home run. We go to the third inning. Lincoln on top 2-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number 1. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in the store, our conference facilities, an amazing team helps keep together an amazing organization. We thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
I love being able to serve my community with my business friends and other leaders and give back to those who are in need.
The thing I love about the PCAR committees is they all work toward the same goal of bringing the community together to support those in need in our surrounding area.
I instantly came to the meeting and had a wonderful time, felt like I was a part of something bigger, and it was just the start of my leadership journey.
Top of the third inning on a warm night out here at McBean Stadium. Potters on top 2-0. Gerald Hansen will face 7, 8, 9 in the Tigers order. That's Jamie Mullen, Tyler Kersey, and Christian Smith. 2 strikeouts through the first 2 innings for Gerald Hansen. No base runners allowed as of yet. And here is Jamie Mullen. Out of Folsom Lake College, he is 1 for 3 in the series so far. Fastball just misses that outside corner from Hansen. 1 ball and no strikes. Misses that one inside, gets away. 2-0. Leading off the top of the third, Jamie Mullen. 2 balls and no strikes. Did he go around? Yes, he did, according to the umpire, who points at him accusingly. 2 balls and 1 strike. Got a couple of cowbells out there. That's nice to see. Also nice to see a patron enjoying the Mi Ranchito, little quesadilla, which is my personal fave, as you know, Riley the engineer. You have a couple favorites, like everything there and everything that they have at Fat Cat. Those are your favorites. 3-1 on the outside fastball. So what's your go-to at Fat Cat? Normal dog with ketchup on it. Swung on and fouled. And then onions on top of the ketchup to mask the ketchup, which I approve of. But Willie doesn't because he says you put too many onions on there. And then when you go down to Hobby, what do you get? Carne asada quesadilla. That's the Riley the Engineer meal. 2 of those with salsa. So if you go up to Hobby and say, give me the Riley the Engineer meal, he'll give you those. If he knows what's good for him anyway. Fastball, call strike 3. It was touch and go there for a minute, and Mullen is out on strikes. That's the 3rd strikeout for Gerald Hansen. And bring up Tyler Kersey, the catcher out of Sierra College. Tyler 1 for 4 in the series. Played in game number 1. It was 1 for 2, and then came on later in yesterday's game for Sean McGinty and was 0 for 2 and takes that one in the dirt. 1 ball and no strikes. Hit back to the netting, which is a foul ball, so it's 1-1. Picked up by Eli Small over there. Potters, actually there, I was going to say their bullpen is quiet, but they do have somebody coming out. Looks like he's starting to stretch out there. As Hansen delivers. In there, call strike. 1-2 on Tyler Kersey. Two and two. Maybe Micah Marquez out there loosening up the right-hander. Swing and a miss. Kersey's out on strikes. 4th strikeout for Gerald Hansen. So 2 outs here in the third, and Christian Smith will be the hitter, the left fielder, 0 for 3 in the series. Comes to us from San Francisco State University, the Gators. Down low for a ball, 1-0 on Smith. Big right-handed hitter, playing out in left field for the Tigers. Just their third game of the season. They opened the year on Friday, so they are 1-1, and that is ball 2. Slightly open stance from Smith. Ball 3. 3-0 on Smith. Joe McGee, the top of the order on deck for the California Tigers. They trail this one 2-0. Swing on a 3-0 pitch, and I tip my cap to Christian Smith, and he fouls that one off. Eli Small suddenly realizing he's the closest guy to the ball. He's got to go pick it up. Come on, Eli. Swing and a miss, 3-2. Smith looking like he's asking umpire, was that going to be a strike? He had a really nice cut at it. Tried to lift that baby up over the left field fence. 3-2 pitch. Call strike 3 outside corner. So 3 strikeouts for Anson in the inning. 9 up and 9 down. We go to the bottom of the third. Potters up by 2.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't.
Bottom of the third inning, it'll be Freethy, it'll be Antwine, it'll be Cade Parker. They'll be facing a new pitcher, the right-hander Charlie Malton, who played in the field for the first 2 games and was 4 for 7 with 4 runs batted in. He's out of Diablo Valley College, not in tonight's lineup until now when he comes over on the mound. Third pitcher for the Tigers in this one, and Freethy flied to center his first time up. JR hits it to left field this time. Moving over is Smith. Right on the warning track, makes the catch in left field. So 1 pitch, 1 out for the Potters in the third, and here's Tyler Antwine, who struck out looking back in the first. He is the right fielder out of Fresno State University. Malton works from the windup. Tyler takes in the dirt for a ball, 1-0. 125 coming into the game with 3 runs batted in for the young man out of Somas, California. Playing out in right field. Hits that one well down the line. It's a fair ball. No, it's a foul ball. Thought he was signaling fair, and then he ran out in front of the plate and called foul. A dive down the line by Mullen. That looked I would like to get Riley to go in and do the replays and all that stuff on that one because that's pretty fair. I don't know. But I'm probably right on top of it. And my record on those isn't good. So, I'll defer. 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Potter's 2 runs, or the only 2 runs in this game, came on the Will Lindbergh 2-out home run in the bottom of the second. 2-out, 2-run home run outside. 2 down quickly in the inning. Then a walk to Cole Eaton. He stole second, went to third when the ball got into center field. And Lindbergh, 2 pitches later, lines it over the right field fence, and that's our scoring. Antoine hits that one high in the air to left field. That's it very well. Smith is going to go back. Still going back. He looks up. Forget about it. Tyler Antoine has left the building. Potters lead 3-0. Pretty good late-minute substitution by Tyler Robertson, bringing Antoine in as Tyler hits his first home run of the year. Now with 4 runs batted in, and the Potters with the 3-0 lead. 4th hit for Lincoln. And here's Cade Parker, who has 5 home runs himself. Antoine doesn't get as many people yelling at him and bumping into him because half of them are in the half of them in the bullpen, and the rest of them are playing. That's hit in the air to right field out of play by Cade Parker, who grounded out to short his first time up, so he is 0 for 1. Antoine with 103 miles an hour off the bat, 336 feet. Parker takes outside. It was one of those high fly ball. Field just kept on going. Line drive, left center field, base hit. Parker rounding first. He's got Andrews cutting it off, and Cade's thinking about 2. He goes halfway, and now he has to hurry to get back as Andrews does a good job cutting that one off in left center, but it's a base hit for Cade Parker. Second Potter hit of the inning, and with him on first, Caius Gargett is the hitter. He also grounded to shortstop his first time up. Left-hand inning second baseman out of Anderson, Indiana. It's not a fancy name, but I like saying Anderson, Indiana. I think it's like Middle America or something. I don't know what it is. It's like a Father Knows Best house or something. I don't know. Because they were the Andersons, and I know you knew that, Riley, the engineer. Throw over to first base, and back is Cade Parker. Cade out of Georgia Southern University. Caius Gargett from Kentucky. Activity in the pen for the Tigers as Malton delivers. High fly ball, shallow center field. Andrews is going to have to come in on it. He has it under control and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So with 2 outs, that'll bring up Cole Eaton, who walked and scored back in the second inning. Scored on the Lindbergh home run. Max Scaglieri, who we saw in hitting row, I don't think we've seen him on the mound yet. Left-handed pitcher is warming up. Out of St. Mary's College. Third pitcher of the night already is Malton Painter, and then Houston, and then Charlie Malton came in here in the third. He's been touched for the Antoine home run, and now a single by Parker. Now 2 outs, and here's Eaton. There goes the runner, and pitch is fouled off. Cole got one he really liked. And it evens the count up at 1-1. And somebody has to break the news to Cade Parker. You got to go back. And you don't just take that when the other team says that. You don't just turn around, Riley, and go right back. No, you got to wait and make sure that they're not having, a little prank on you, a little trick on you. That happens a lot, People are sneaky in this world. Eaton hits it sharply out towards shortstop. Rodriguez over to second for 1. And that's all you need because there's 2 outs. There you go. Man, I was in my double play cadence too. Potter score 1 on the Antoine home run. We'll go to the top of the 4th. They lead at 3-0.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Gooseport Public House. We have sports on 10 big screen TVs, 23 beer taps with classics and crafts, a full bar with creative craft mixed drinks, live music, and most importantly, great fresh food. In downtown Roseville off Vernon Street, only 15 minutes from the ballpark. See ya at Gooseport.
Top of the fourth inning, top of the order for the California Tigers. Joe McGee, Jason Hanson, Drew Andrews against Gerald Hanson, who so far is not allowed a base runner. He has a 3-0 lead thanks to home runs from Lindbergh and Antwine. McGee flied to left his first time up, and Willie Preston, he picks the goat batter, or the Dooley dog batter. 5 strikeouts for Hanson, but he picked one of the other 4, McGee, so Joe is up for his second time. He is 4 for 10 in the series, and he takes a fastball right down there for a strike. 0-1. Potter fans, not a lot of them out here. Actually, a very respectable number considering that it was 109, I think, at first pitch. And they are settling in right now. But they could use some beer specials, and there's a strike right there, 0-2. They're 1 strike away from half-price Dueling Dogs for the remainder of the inning. And when it's the leadoff man, that's really nice. Swung on and chopped down to first base. That's going to be a tough place. Waiting for it and then getting over to first in time is Zach Chamiso. So McGee disappoints thirsty fans, but Potter fans get an out. And with 1 out, it'll bring up Jason Hanson, who struck out his first time up. And I did not have this information the first time. Jason, the intern, gave it to me. Not Jason Hanson, but Jason the intern. He said he got it from Brock Raggets. Jason Hanson at the plate, Gerald Hanson on the mound. No, they're not the Hanson brothers from Slapshot. They're brothers, though. Huh? What do you think about that, Jason the intern? Brothers against brother. That's what I was told. Now, Brock Raggets likes to play jokes, so you don't know. But this is what it says for me, Willie, right there. It's per Brock Raggets, right there. Hanson, brother, brother. So brother versus brother. Outside corner call strike. Well, I mean, I get the info, I got to say, where I got the info, Jason the intern. Chopper out towards second. Moving up on it is Gargett to first, and he got him by 2 steps. So 2 up, 2 down here in the fourth, and that will bring up Drew Andrews, who grounded to third his first time up. So brother versus brother goes to the pitching brother for the second time in a row. Outside for a ball, 1-0. One ball and no strikes. That's a chopper out toward third again. Picked up by J.R. Freethy. Across the diamond, and he got him at first base. So 12 up and 12 down for Gerald Hanson. We go to the bottom of the fourth. Potter's on top, 3-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers Resource Group can help keep your home in top shape.
Bottom of the fourth, Potters lead 3-0. Willie Preston rolling the Elvis Presley, a little burning love between innings, and Riley no idea who that is and what we're talking about or anything, and ain't that America. That's what I'm saying. Lindbergh is the hitter, hit the 2-run home run back in the second inning. He is up here against the new pitcher, Max Guillieri, and his breaking ball is in there for a strike. Max out of St. Mary's College, facing Lindbergh, Chamberlain, and Chamiso here. Three left-handed hitters for the left-hander. Fastball's outside. Immediately after I broke the Hanson brothers news, everybody's just, Willie's all over me. Everybody's questioning me and stuff. Hey, Brock told me. Breaking ball's chopped. It was foul. I was hoping it wouldn't take a right turn there on the spin, but it went into the backstop, so it's 1-2 on Will. Out of Gold River, California, had his first home run of the summer, and now has 8 runs batted in, hitting over 300. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fastball misses. 7-inning affair tonight, just like last night. And the Potters, they don't care how many innings. They just want to get the win and get the series win and go on and take on Healdsburg next week. Will takes high again. 3-2. Guillieri right around 85 miles an hour with the fastball from the left-hander. (3-2) pitch. That is called strike 3. Lindbergh out on strikes. That'll bring up Cole Chamberlain. So, Willie, does this mean it is him? Okay. So Cole with the single back in the second inning, grounded it in a hole between first and second. And he takes that outside for a ball, 1-0. 2 hits and 8 appearances for Cole Chamberlain. So what does that prove? Does that prove they are or they aren't?
Spelled the same.
Okay, very good.
From Roseville.
Yep, Willie's nailing it down. Detective work. Nice breaking ball in there by Guillieri. 1 ball and 1 strike. So we're getting a little confirmation that Jason the intern might not be, well, let's not even go further with that sentence. 1-1 pitch misses outside. 2-1. Top fielder Zach Chamiso to follow. 1 out here in the fourth. Tigers with another right-hander this time loosening up in their bullpen. Potters just milling around in theirs. 2-1 to Chamberlain. 3-1 to Chamberlain out of Novato, California. That one 87 from Guillieri. It's a warm night, but we still got the bounce house still rocking down there. Down the third base line. Right by the Can Beer Bar. Time is called. 3-1 on Cole Chamberlain. Chase Christensen is the early identification on the guy in the bullpen. Also an outfielder in the first 2 games. Look out, that's over his head, ball 4. So Chamberlain's going to go down to first base. He's on for the second time in a row, and that'll bring up Zach Chamiso, who has popped a third and singled. Hit one right back up the middle in the second inning. The product of Lincoln High School and Sierra College will come up here, 292 coming into the game with 3 runs batted in. Zach could become the third Potter to hit his first home run of the season tonight. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. Zach takes outside. 1-0. Parker Warner on deck. We're in the bottom of the fourth, playing 7 tonight. 3-0 Potters, thanks to the home run. Zach check swing. Did he go? Nope, not even going to ask. 2-0. Now we are going to ask, and we're still 2-0. I appreciate the courtesy, though. 2 balls and no strikes. Zach takes outside, ball 3. So the strikeout of Lindbergh, then a walk to Chamberlain, now 3-0 on Zach Chamiso. That one is in there for a strike, 3-1. Zach takes high, ball 4. So a couple of walks with 1 out. Runners at first and second, and Parker Warner will be our hitter. We're going to get a little meeting at the mound by the Tigers. He's moving kind of slow, Riley. Why don't we go ahead and take a little half-minute break here and see what happens on the mound. It's 2 on and 1 out here in the fourth, and Potter's leading at 3-0.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Ready to get back to action here. Umpire finally went out to break it up, and usually the umpire just goes out and says, hey, break it up. That time he got involved in the discussion. He was giving his opinions and stuff, and they were having a little bit of a back and forth. But eventually, Giliari's still out on the hill. He'll face Parker Warner, who has walked and flied to center. Out of Livermore, California, with Chamiso at first and Chamberlain at second. 1 out here in the fourth. Parker takes it in there for a strike. 0-1. Tyler Kersey behind the plate for the Tigers. 0-1 pitch. That went high, 1-1. Jason Hansen at first, Leffel at second, Rodriguez at short, and Mullen over at third. Smith, Andrews, and McGee in the outfield for the Tigers. 1-1 on Parker Warner. High fly ball, center field again. Andrews giving a little bit of ground, moving over into left center. Makes the catch, the bluff, Chamberlain at second, but the ball is cut off. 2 outs. And here's J.R. Freethy, who has flied to center and flied to left. Actually, we've got J.R., the switch hitter, will take this one right-handed against the left-handed Giliari. J.R. came in at .333 with a home run and 8 batted in. He is coming to us from University of Nevada. Before that, he was coming to us out of Rockland. Tyler Antwine, still feeling that home run from the last time he was up, is on deck. Look out, JR got hit. And he'll go back to first base. I think it got him on the arm, maybe. It was up near the head, but I don't think it hit him there. He'll go down to first base, loading the bases for Tyler Antwine, who can have a pretty nice night here with another monumental blast like he had last time, high and deep to left field. Struck out in the first, hit the solo home run in the third. Gives him 4 runs batted in for the season and a single home run. And now we are going to get a pitching change. So that didn't last long. We're going to get a new pitcher. We think it's Chase Christensen. We'll be back with verification right after this. Potters on top.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help. So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
American River College is a top-tier community college sports program that provides student athletes with the opportunity to thrive both athletically and academically. ARC Athletics is currently ranked 5th in the state and 2nd in Northern California. With over 19 sports programs, our athletes compete with the region's best athletes. Our diverse and dedicated coaching staff helps athletes develop the skills necessary to compete at the next level. Start your community college athletics journey with us. American River College, Sacramento's best athletic program. Go Beavers.
New pitcher for the Tigers is Chase Christensen out of Cosumnes River College, another guy who's played out in the field the first 2 games. He'll face Tyler Antwine with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 4th, and the Potters on top 3-0. 2 outs in the inning. Antwine, as we said, struck out and then hit a solo home run, so he's 1 for 2. In the dirt for a ball, 5th pitcher for the Tigers, Painter, Houston, Malton, Guillieri, and Christensen. That's down low for a ball. Two-0 pitch coming up to Tyler. It's a ground ball to the right of shortstop. Knocked down by Rodriguez. He's going to try to go to first. Not in time. It's an infield single and RBI for Tyler Antwine. And the Potters lead it 4-0. First actual hit of the inning for the Potters. It'll keep the bases loaded as Antwine is on first. At second now is J.R. Freethy, and at third is Zach Chamiso, and here is Cade Parker. 6 hits for the Potters. In this one, Cade Parker has singled and grounded a shortstop. Takes a high fastball. 85 from Christensen, 1 ball and no strikes. Great try by Rodriguez on that, went to the hole. Backhanded it, came up, kind of threw it from one knee. Got it over to first just a little bit too late as Antwine legged it out. Tyler picks up his second run batting of the night. Popped up out of play by Cade, so it's 1-1. So Tyler now 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. Parker, 5 home runs on the season, 19 RBI. Breaking ball misses down low, 2-1. Caius Gargett, second baseman on deck, hitting the number 6 spot for the Potters. Christensen from the windup on the 2-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. Dropped it in there beautifully. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded. Potters on top by 4. That is outside. 3-2. Three-two pitch coming up in a minute. Breaking ball's fouled off. 3 balls and 2 strikes it remains. Chamiso down at third, Freethy at second, and Twine over at first. Line drive. Base hit left field. 1 run will score. Here comes the second one. Around third, the throw will be cut off. It's a 2-run single for Parker, and suddenly the Potters are on top 6-0. Chamiso scoring, also scoring J.R. Freethy. Staying at second base is Antwine. Parker with RBI 20 and 21. And the Potters are on top 6-0. Here's Caius Gargett. Nice try over there by Mullen at third. Made the dive to his left, but the ball got by him. And Parker reaps the benefits of a 2-run single. And it's Caius Gargett, who was flied to center and grounded to shortstop. Swings and misses at that one. Actually fouled into the catcher's glove, so it is a strike. 0-1 on Caius, out of Anderson, Indiana, and University of Kentucky. 8th batter of the inning for the Potters. Hit line drive right to the first baseman for the out. So the Potters score 3. We go to the top of the 5th. They're on top 6-0.
This job is the Esplanade Turkey Creek phases 4 and 5. Our scope of work for this project is full scope, so we've got all the underground, all the joint trench, and all the topside included with it.
We're putting in sewer pipe, manholes. We're not doing services yet. We go through and do all the main line, and then we come back and do all the services after that. I would say this project right here, the one we're working on, is probably about a 2-month project. It's very costly to the developer, so beating the schedule is very important, more important than most projects. It's got a lot of groundwater, so we've got an extensive groundwater pump system in place. It's just cool to be a part of the built environment and know that for the next 100 years that people are going to use and enjoy what we've created here today.
Top of the 5th inning. Rudy Rodriguez is the batter, and he is the first batter in the fifth, so the Farmers' fifth is in effect if he makes an out any which way. It is half off Farmers Brewing down at the Brick and Barrel. Little liner over shortstop into left field, base hit. Why did I say that? First batter to reach base is Rudy Rodriguez with a single here, leading off the fifth inning. 12 up, 12 down for the Tigers from Gerald Hansen. Then the line drive. Nothing cheap about it. It was a good hit by Rodriguez in the left center field. So I guess Riley the engineer go down and pay full price and gets us some Farmers Brewing. Sean Stafford. Now if we get a double play, we can maybe get the two for in and out or something. I tried the other day. The guy got on, but then he got picked off, and so they gave it to him anyway. I forgot about that, Willie. I like it when you make the rules yourself. That's fantastic. If he makes an out before the inning is over, he is still out. That is down for a ball, 2-0. Pirates have a right-hander up in the bullpen. Popped up right side, going over the second baseman, Gargett. He'll be in fair territory where he makes the catch. So Stafford is out. One out will bring up Nate Leffel. I am told that there are two gentlemen in Oregon who are checking out the broadcast tonight, Dave and Jeff. Somehow affiliated with one of the other teams in the league. I couldn't figure out which that one would be. But we say, hey, Dave, hey, Jeff, we can't wait to send the boys up and visit you next weekend for some Pacific Empire League action. And Dave was really nice to us when he was down here, so I got to be nice to him. I don't have to be nice to Jeff if I don't want to be. But Dave, I got to be. I think he even bought me a beer, which was tremendous. Looks like Tanner Bradley is warming up for the Potters. There's a check swing line drive foul down the left field line. One ball and one strike on Nate Leffel, who struck out back in the second inning. Is 0 for 5 so far in the series. He's followed by Jamie Mullen. Rodriguez leads over at first base. Fastball just misses that inside corner. 2 balls and 1 strike, and a fan in the front row. Did you see that, Riley? She's going nuts down there. She should have her own camera. Why can't we afford that? She was going crazy down there. Could not understand why that was a ball. I'm with her. Hansen will go over to first base. Two balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2. Five strikeouts for Hansen. Got the 2-2 pitch coming. Look out, that hit him. Lost it on a 2-2 pitch, and now there's 2 on with just 1 out. As going down to second will be Rodriguez. And Jamie Mullen will be the hitter. He took a called third strike back in the third inning. Third baseman out of Folsom Lake College. It's Charlie Malton who's batting. So he must have stayed in the game after he came in to pitch. Took over for Mullen. So Mullen was 0 for 1. Now, we said Malton was, I think, 4 for 7 coming in with 4 runs batted in. So a dangerous hitter here as Hansen takes time out to tie his shoe. So Charlie out of Diablo Valley College. 2 hits and 3 runs batted in on Friday, and then 2 hits and a run batted in yesterday. Hansen to the plate, lined at the second baseman. He's got it back to first. That's your double play. That one goes to Dave and Jeff up in Medford. We'll see you guys soon. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Potters lead this one 6-0.
I'm Bill Spear, North Valley president of Five Star Bank. In a time when business can feel so uncertain, we're here for you every step of the way.
I know they have a lot of bells and whistles within their bank, but just the relationship piece here locally on the business side is huge for us.
5 Star treats us like we're number one. They're right there with suggestions, with help, So I have to bank with people that have our mission in mind.
We're Five Star Bank. How can we help you?
Hi, Bill Evans, President of the Placer County Association of Realtors. We're in our store, our conference facilities, an amazing team that helps keep together an amazing organization. And we thank them all.
This organization can't do what it does and can't run the way it runs without the help of so many members volunteering their time.
The success of the Placer County Association of Realtors is largely dependent on our active volunteer members to help our organization and industry. The work of our committees greatly impacts our ability to champion efforts across the board and giving back to the Placer County community wherever we can.
Like all service organizations, I wanted to serve. And getting involved with the affiliate committee was the perfect way to do that.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Potters on top 6-0. Chase Christensen back on the mound for the Tigers. Their fifth pitcher of the night. He'll face Cole Eaton and Will Lindbergh and Cole Chamberlain. 7, 8, and 9 for the Potters. Eaton takes outside for a ball. Cole has walked and hit into a fielder's choice, so 0 for 1. Did score a run back in the second inning. 2 for 6 in the series so far for the center fielder out of Elkhorn, Nebraska. Hits it sharply into the hole, into left field, base hit. So Eaton picks up a single. Hit number 8 for the Potters and brings up Will Lindbergh, who had a 2-run home run in the second and was called out on strikes in the fourth. So Will is 1 for 2. The designated hitter tonight, who has a home run and 8 runs batted in now after tonight's heroics. Got those in the second inning. Those were the first 2 runs up on the board for the Potters. Eaton, who likes to steal very, very much, is leading off at first base. Shockingly not going, and that pitch is upstairs for a ball 1-0 on Lindbergh. Activity again for the Tigers, as I don't know how many pitchers they have left, but they're going to warm them up anyway. Piper the Peacock hanging around late today, kind of making friends, influencing people. Check swing, and it is in there for a strike, and Eaton stays put at first base. More satisfied customers coming out of the Mi Ranchito with Javi down there. Probably getting the Riley Engineer Special. 2 carne asada quesadillas with that salsa on top. We need to get a plate and write that on there and then stick it up on the post like they do. Riley Engineer Special. I'll speak to Javi. High fastball. Obviously, there's a Riley Engineer Special at Fat Cat. It's just hot dog with ketchup and onions smothering the ketchup. And Willie over there on the side looking at it like, oh, man, what are you doing? What are you doing, man? 2-1 to Will. There goes Eaton. Swung on and hit to left field, but it's going to stay up, I think. And a diving try out there and left by Smith. He had to turn that one into a circus catch, but he did, made the play for the first out. Looks like it kind of died on right when it got to him, and he had to come in and go down to one knee. But he made the play, and here's Cole Chamberlain. Singled in the second, walked in the fourth. So Cole 1 for 1, 2 for 8 on the season as a Potter. He's got Eaton at first base. He's got Chamiso coming up behind him. And we are in the bottom of the fifth, playing 7 tonight. In still kind of a warm evening here. Chamberlain fouls that one off. Nice crowd out here, settled in, checking it out. Seeing some good Potters pitching. Gerald Hansen, 5 innings pitched, just 1 hit allowed. And hit 1 batter, struck out 5. Breaking ball, nice pitch, drops in for a strike. 0-2 on Cole. Eaton with a nice lead over at first base. Breaking ball's chopped foul. Back up against the screen. No balls, 2 strikes on Cole. He's out of Novato, California. Headed to the University of Texas. Hits that one into left center field. Andrews is going to have to go, go, go. That one is, what a play by Andrews in center field. He really went wet, got all the way over to left center, went down on a knee and made a sliding catch, robbing Chamberlain of extra bases. A couple of great plays by the outfielders for the Tigers this weekend, and that one just as good as any of the others. McGee had one last night that was amazing. 2 outs. Still Cole Eaton over at first, and here's Zach Chamiso, who popped out to third his first time up. Then he singled in the second and walked and scored in the fourth. Zach 1 for 2, came in at 292. He's got Eaton at first, and I know Cole wants to steal second base. And they know it too, and they throw back over, and that one was kind of close over first. He stole second back in the second before the Lindbergh home run. Throw back over again, and Cole is back. Oh, the old fake throw by Henson. Nicely done, nicely done. I told you, these guys are tricksters, Riley. You got to really keep your eye on them. Fake like you're throwing it back to the pitcher, and the guy leads off, and then you tag him out. Huh? Pretty clever. Swung on and fouled by Chamiso. 0-1 on Zach. Oh and 1. No word from Javi whether he's going Dollar Tacos again tonight. Too much of a traffic jam last night when he did that. Snaking all over the stadium. Eaton going to have to get back again as that one almost thrown away by Christensen. And here he is. I just said that. He shows up behind me. Javi, who lives in the press box now. Dollar Tacos, man. I love it. Line drive, right field. That's a fair ball. Chamiso around in first. Here comes Eaton around third. He is going to score the ball in. Chamiso's going to third. The relay, head first. He is safe at third base. It's Chamiso with an RBI triple. And the Potters lead 7-0. Zach picks up RBI number 4. Line that one perfectly down the right field line. And brings in the run, and that'll bring up Parker Warner. He's walked and flied to center twice. 2 hits now for Chamiso. Eaton scores his second run of the game. Potters now with 9 hits. Warner takes inside and low for a ball. 1-0. So Potters scored 3 in the first last night, didn't score again. Were blanked in the first inning tonight, and then the 2-run home run by Lindbergh seemed to open the gates a little bit. Antwine with a home run. A couple of big singles in 3-run fourth. Chopper out toward shortstop. Rodriguez has. He's going to have to hurry to get Warner at first base, and he did not. It's an infield single and RBI for Parker Warner, and the Potters have put 8 up on the board. So Parker picks up his first RBI. Chamiso with his second run scored, and here's J.R. Freethy. J.R. flied to center, flied to left, and was hit by a pitch. Bottom of the 5th, Potters up 8-0 here. Antwine to follow. JR takes it right down the middle for a strike. Throw over to first base, and Warner is back. Potters 2 in the second, 1 in the third, 3 in the fourth, and 2 here in the fifth. Beautiful breaking pitch in there for a strike to JR. 0-2. Potters with some activity in their bullpen. We think it's Tanner Bradley, the right-hander, up. We might find out in the sixth inning. Preethy takes high with a fastball. 85 from Christensen. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So we got a cowbell explosion out there. Suddenly, for no reason whatsoever. It's a cowbell deal. Christensen stepping off, trying to get on the same page as Kersey behind the plate. Swung on and fouled. So JR stays alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Hits it down to third base. Malton has it. He's going to go across the diamond to first, and he's got him by a step. Potter scored twice in the fifth. We go to the sixth. They lead it 8-0.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not 1 but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Astro Air Design Incorporated, where you feel the difference. We are a locally owned and operated heating, air conditioning, and custom sheet metal company committed to the highest quality of craftsmanship at a competitive price. Our trained and certified technicians have the knowledge and experience required to install, maintain, or repair your home comfort solutions. Our upfront pricing gives you the peace of mind because you know your price is locked in. Call Astro Air Design Incorporated today.
Here in Michigan, we do more than just survive the winter. We thrive during it. You simply can't keep us away from what we love most: great times and amazing beer. The snow transforms the landscape and lays the path for adventures yet to be had. Trails ready to be explored, and freshly groomed hills ready for the first run of the day. And later, as the sun descends, it's time to unwind with great conversation and even better friends. Experience a taste of Michigan winter with Founders Brewing Company, born and brewed in Michigan.
Top of the sixth inning, Gerald Hansen back out on the mound for the Potters. He's gone 5 innings, given up 1 hit. He has struck out 5. He's hit 1 batter. And we are supposed to have Tyler Kersey batting, but let's see what we've got. It looks like it might be Sean McGinty. Number 31, maybe, Riley? Well, that's what I'm trying to find out. I think it's Sean McGinty. So it's McGinty, and he swings and misses. That's the other catcher on the roster. Oh and 1 on McGinty. 1 ball and 1 strike. McGinty 0 for 1 last night's game. 0 for 1 the night before, so 0 for 2 so far in the series. That's in the dirt, so it's 2 and 1. Christian Smith scheduled to follow, then the top of the order with Joe McGee. Inside, 3-1. That's a strike, 3-2. Full count to McGinty leading off the top of the 6th. We're playing 7 tonight here in McBean Stadium. Fouled off. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McGinty, the pinch hitter, steps in, 3-2. Breaking ball, call strike 3, outside corner. 6th strikeout for Hansen. 1 out here in the 6th, and that will bring up, I think, Christian Smith, but it might be a pinch hitter, so we've got to check on the number there. And we think it's Christian Smith still. So he struck out looking back in the 3rd inning. That's lifted out into right field. Moving up is Antwine. Reaches over and makes the catch. So quickly 2 outs here in the 6th. And that'll bring up Joe McGee, who is your dueling dogs batter, but so far he's flied to left or lined to left and grounded to first, so he hasn't been real cooperative. Left-handed hitter, 4 for 9 coming in tonight in this series. Takes that one outside. Breaking ball, 1-0. Willie's still trying to get that dueling dog batter in there for a strikeout. Popped up left side, left field. Warner is going to probably be in foul territory. And makes the catch. Makes the catch right in there, right where we couldn't see him, but Warner stayed with it and made the catch. Another 1-2-3 inning for Gerald Hansen. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Potters lead at 8-0.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Bottom of the 6th inning here from McBean Stadium. Potters with the lead. They lead at 8-0. It'll be Tyler Antwine, Cade Parker, and Caius Gargett for the Potters here against, looks like Anthony DeSantis, number 11. I think that's another pitcher. No, it's 14, I think. That'd be Brady Wilson. So Brady Wilson is the new pitcher. 6th pitcher for the California Tigers. Painter started in Houston, Malton, Guillieri, Christensen, and now Brady Wilson out of Sac City College, and he will face Tyler Antwine, who has had a pretty good night, struck out in the first inning, but then hit a home run in the third and an RBI single in the fourth. So 2 for 3 with 2 runs batted in. So McGinty takes over behind the plate. Nathan Leffel has moved over to third base. Charlie Malton over to second base. Rodriguez at short and Hanson at first. Smith, Andrews, McGee in the outfield. So here's Tyler against the new pitcher Brady Wilson. We're in the bottom of the 6th inning, only playing 7 tonight. Some good Potter fans out here checking this one out and seeing a very well played game by the home team. Fastball in there for a strike on 1. Tyler out of Somas, California, headed for Fresno State University. Outside, Riley Engineer comes back. I thought you were going to get the Riley the Engineer special, and that isn't even close. Oh, okay. No more carne asada, no quesadillas. He's just got to get the. That's a pretty good-looking tacos there. Lifted to right field, hit pretty well. Going back is McGee. He's got a beat on it, and he'll make the catch. So Tyler flies out to right to open the bottom of the 6th, 1 out, and Cade Parker will be the hitter. Cade grounded to short in the 2nd, then singled in the 3rd, a 2-run single in the 4th, so he's 2 for 3 with 2 batted in. Brings his RBI total to 21 for the summer. Out of Panama City Beach, Florida, and Georgia Southern University. Outside for a ball. Gotta say that smells good, Riley Engineer. You might want to change your signature meal to that, whatever that is. It smells good. That is ball 2, 2-0. Cade came in at 260, was 1 for 7 in the series, so now 3 for 10. Outside, ball 3. Right down the middle, 3-1. 88 on that one from Brady Wilson. Big right-hander. That's lifted down the right field line. It'll get out of play. 2-2 now on Cade Parker. Caius Gargett will follow. That is on the outside corner, call strike 3. Two outs here in the 6th, and Caius Gargett will be the hitter. Grounded to short, fly to center, lined out to first base. 0 for 3 tonight. Came in at 4 for 9, so 4 for 12 now. 3 for 10 in the series. Also has 3 runs batted in. Cole Eaton will follow if Caius can get on base against Wilson. He delivers the first one inside for a ball, 1-0. Lifted foul down the left field line. 1 ball and 1 strike. Interesting to see. We've had Tanner Bradley warming up, but I wonder if they're going to see if Gerald Hansen can come back out in the 7th and try to finish it. His pitch count probably isn't all that high. He does have 6 strikeouts, but he's hit a batter and hasn't walked anybody. That is lifted lazily down the left field line, out of play. So 1-2 on Caius Gargett. Say it one more time, out of Anderson, Indiana, and the University of Kentucky. Check swing, and it's too high, and it's outside as well, 2-2.
It's tough to go back after that, unless you're going to kind of like, do a little sample play.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 6th. Breaking balls hit high up in the air towards center field. Andrews comes in a little bit. Now he comes in a lot. puts it away for 1-2-3, bottom of the 6th. We go to the 7th. Potters on top 8-0.
When it comes to your home's maintenance and repairs, Jeffers Resource Group has you covered. Our handyman services offer a comprehensive range of expertise, from minor carpentry to drywall, electrical and flooring for property managers, landlords, and renters alike. We ensure that every job is completed to the highest standards, so you can have peace of mind. Contact us today to discover how Jeffers...
Top of the 7th. We've got Ben Pernetti is going to bat for Jason Hansen. So Pernetti comes on to bat for Hansen. So no more brother versus brother. Pernetti hits it down the first baseline foul. Big left-handed hitter out of Cosumnes River College. Dylan Drake is on deck. He will bat for Drew Andrews. 0-1 on Pernetti. Got the win in relief yesterday for the Tigers. Pitched 3 great innings of relief. Swing and a miss. Oh and 2 on Pernetti. Breaking ball. Call strike 3. Seventh strikeout for Gerald Hansen, and here is Dylan Drake, who started the first game. Sac City College did not play yesterday. Dylan was 1 for 4. Chopped it foul. So Drake batting for Drew Andrews. Hits it well to right center field. On his horse is Cole Eaton, still going out there. He can't get it. It's going to go down to the fence. Comes in, stopping at second base is Drake with a double, just the second hit for the Tigers. And with 1 out, they've got a runner at second base, and Brady Wilson coming up to the plate. The pinch hitter Drake got all over that one and dropped it in right center. If you can get it past Cole Eaton, you deserve it. Cole Chamberlain going out and giving a little bit of tap to Gerald Hansen. Going, let's go, buddy. We're fine. We're good. Wilson came on to pitch in the bottom of the 6th and has taken over the batting spot of Rudy Rodriguez, who had the previous hit for the Tigers, a single back in the 5th. Wilson takes a fastball outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Sean Stafford, the on-deck hitter. That is inside and low, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes to Wilson. Swing and a miss. Fastball a little bit outside. Try to get that one, 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Lifted out towards center field. Eaton has a beat on that one. Makes the catch. Tag at second and going to go to third. It's going to get there just a little bit too late, and Drake is safe. But more importantly, 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and Sean Stafford, who's grounded to short and popped to second, will be up here for his 3rd at bat. So here's Stafford, the DH, out of Folsom Lake College, as Hansen tries to nail it down. There's a chopper foul behind home plate. Cole Chamberlain handles it niftily, but doesn't matter. It's foul. You can't do anything. 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. Breaking ball just misses the outside, evens it up at 1-1 with Drake down at third base. Reminder, Potters back in action on Tuesday back here at McBean Stadium against Healdsburg. Also on Thursday against the Prune Packers. Check out LincolnPotters.com for tickets and information. You want to be here when the 2 rivals pick it up. Outside for a ball, 2-1. They met last week in Healdsburg. The Prune Packers walked it up with an 8-7 win, so the Potters looking for a little payback and to make some ground up in the PEL race. Potters currently in 2nd place at 8-5. Prune Packers 16-2 in 1st place. 2-1 pitch from Hansen. Chopper down to 3rd. Freethy has it on a hop. Over to 1st. He got him. Gerald Hansen with a gem, ladies and gentlemen. A 7-inning, 2-hit shutout. And the Potters win this one 8-0. We got to come back. We got to get Riley down the field. We'll have to talk to our player of the game. That'll be Gerald Hansen. Once again, our final score, Potters 8 and the Tigers nothing. We're back with the post game right after this.
Being a laborer means everything. It was what took care of me when I was growing up. It's what takes care of me now. Because of President Biden and the money he's put into infrastructure, the need for our workforce to expand is out of this world. When our members are able to go to work on these big projects that are funded by Biden's economic investments, it means continued growth in their wages, in their pensions, in their health benefits. It means they're going to be able to take care of their families.
Pass flung on and missed. He got him on strikes at 86, the off-speeder. Bruno strikes out the side. Potters get the win 8-5. Sanchez 1-on-4. She gets it back, trying to get it back to Gallegos. What a spin move. Her shot is blocked. She has it controlled, puts in the goal. Witt trying to set it. She sets it over for Marley Harrison, pokes it over. Short set for Barrios, and her slam goes out of play. He's going to look that way. Now he's going to duck down the middle. He's got a guy wide open at the 18 kidder. That's Robert Freeman. And Robert's trying to make a couple of moves. He comes back to the 15, comes down to the 10. He gets a block to the 5. Funny, but I wanted to ask you about that because I remember you doing that show, and you kind of.
Go ahead.
You want to. That's our new show.
Really nice.
Yeah, Beneath One Fern is what we call the show.
Yeah, between a flower.
Yes. Well, we're working on we're workshopping the title.
Yes.
Ooh. Well, you may not see that $10 again, my friend. That woman does not like to fork over the cash.
I heard him say he'd pay you next Tuesday. So
That's right.
I didn't bring pad and paper, so I don't know what to tell you what's going to happen when I come back.
First
so
of all,
I got to take notes.
We may end up in one, especially on this episode of the Stones and Toys Show.
Oh, snap.
Welcome into the Potters postgame, brought to you by the Friends of McBean. Let's welcome tonight's Old Town Pizza player of the game, our starting pitcher, Gerald Hansen.
Thank you.
Gerald, congratulations. I've been here 7 years. That's about as good a game as I've seen pitched by a Potters pitcher. That was fantastic. When did you know something special was happening?
Honestly, I had a good first inning.
We had to get that out of the way, so now we can go on with it, okay?
It's really hot today, so that
yes,
feels
it is.
good.
That's all right.
I had a good first inning. Everything felt really good. So, that's always a good start for me. I struggle in the first, so when it started off on a good foot, that's always a good thing.
And as you went on through the game, what was working for you? What pitch especially felt good for you?
The curveball was good today. It's a pitch that if I could locate it, throw it for a strike when I want to, I'm always in a good spot. So I feel like that worked really well for me today.
Cole Chamberlain behind the plate. I don't think you've worked too often with Cole. You guys seem to be on the same page the whole night long.
Yeah, it was awesome. I haven't thrown him yet this year. I threw my bullpen to him a few days back, so we kind of got us off on the right foot. But yeah, we worked really well together. He was awesome behind the plate. So yeah, it was a good deal.
Finally, Gerald, you had us all pretty nervous up here. 12 up and 12 down. We were starting to think something crazy was going to happen. Were you aware of that?
I was aware of it. I gave up that base hit in the fifth, but I was just trying to throw a strike, and that's what I did. He got a good swing on it. So that's just baseball,
Okay, and the last thing I have to ask you this, because I just found out about it midway through the game, that brother versus brother thing, how was that going on tonight?
That was good. I faced him during the season at Cal State Northridge. I walked him, so I had to get my revenge today, and happy I could do that.
Once again, Gerald, one of the best games we've seen pitched in a long time. Congratulations and continued success going forward.
Thank you.
Gerald Hansen, your player of the game. We're back with more after this.
Situated on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard and 5th Street, this iconic building has been the home to several hotels over the decades, the most famous and longest running of which was the Lincoln Inn. Having undergone several renovations and architectural changes, this building is the current home of Old Town Pizza, which boasts not one but 2 floors for your dining enjoyment, including open-air seating on the roof. Stop in for a slice today. Or stop by the Lincoln Museum to see the 300-pound cash register that used to adorn the front desk of the Lincoln Inn. For more great history, visit the Lincoln Area Archives Museum and, by appointment only, take their free walking tour of historic downtown Lincoln.
Welcome back to the Potters postgame, brought to you by the Friends of McBean. And Riley, let's throw that QR code up there because they're trying to get a new scoreboard here. And if the scoreboard's going to read 8-0 Potters every time, I'll like that scoreboard. But we need a new one here. Go ahead and scan the QR code and donate to get more information. And so Gerald Hansen's night tonight, a 7-inning, 2-hit shutout, struck out 7, hit 1 batter, didn't walk anybody. And as I said in the postgame, about the best game I've seen pitched in a long time at least, if not for the duration of the time we've been here. And the Potters needed it as they're going to go off and play next week 3 games against Healdsburg and then 3 games up in Medford against the Rogues. Reminder, Tuesday night and Thursday night right here against the Healdsburg Prune Packers. You want to go to LincolnPotters.com, get some tickets, get some information. Scheduled for 6:35, might be pushed back to 7:35. We don't know that as of yet. Again, your final score tonight. We got to give a shout out also to Will Lindbergh and Tyler Antwine picking up their first home runs of the season for the Potters as the Potters put 8 up on the board. So that's our game for tonight. Potters 8, the Tigers nothing. For Mark the Phantom Lowe 4. Riley the engineer, Willie Preston, Jason the intern, and Carson the intern, and Matt Lundgren was in here. A shout out finally to Dave and Jeff up in Medford. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.